Welcome everybody to a new episode of the Denso Tech Academy video tutorial series. Today I would like to show you how to use the BHT Setting application to save settings we made on the device and how to use this to copy the settings from one device to another device and apply them there. This is quite handy if we want to roll out a certain amount of devices and we start configuring the first device and make sure that everything is set up correctly, and then we can use the BHT Setting application to transfer the settings we have done on this first device to one or many other devices as well. So let's start and have a look at our device. I have a BHT 1800 here, which is configured as I use it, so it is in the wireless network as usual. And in the last video tutorial about the application launcher, we set up and configured the application launcher, so all these settings are done on this device here as well. Good. So let's start. Let's start up the BHT Setting application. So what we see here, the application starts up, and I have a lot of settings which I can export and of course then on another device import again. Or I can export the settings, and if my settings are changed, I would like to revert back to my saved settings, then I can import the saved settings again and apply them to this device as well. So we see here we can set up wireless LAN, wireless WAN settings, Bluetooth settings, Ethernet settings. If we're using the security manager, we can export these settings. Firewall settings we can export, device management settings, and if we go in there, we see here device management settings. If I click on this, I come to a point and select OK, allow installation of apps from unknown sources. I can disallow or allow this and go back, so I can even change some settings here. I can disable the API. If I want to do this, we see here there is a lock. I need to enter the password, and this is the point of the BHT Setting application. If it startups the first time, the default password is an empty password. So to unlock the application, I can simply click on login, and then I can go one level deeper and change the settings I would like to change here. Good. We see we can change some settings in here as well. We can change some device settings here as well and select them for export or import. What is important, as I said, there is a default password set for the BHT Setting application, and if I want to change this default password to make sure that not everybody can access the application and use the application, I click here in the bottom on BHT Settings, and I get in here, clicking, and select the BHT Setting password I would like to apply. So I put my very simple password in here as well, and click done. And now my BHT Setting application has the password changed. So the next time I would like to unlock it, I cannot simply doing it by using the empty password. I have to type in the password which I have set up. Good. I click on login here, and now everything is unlocked again. So as well, I can set up here some settings. As I said, we have on the device the application launcher activated, so I can click on here and I can go into the admin mode of the application launcher if I would like to do it, and change some settings here as well, or simply go back. And this is important for the launcher action settings when doing import. So I can set here that I would like to have the application launcher to auto start up after the import. So doing this, if I import the settings on another device, this will lead to the situation that the application launcher will then automatically start up and show me exactly the screen which I have configured. This could be quite important. I can go in here as well and set the scan settings. I can go in symbology here and change settings there. So everything in there I can do here from the BHT setting application. But what is the most important functionality of the BHT setting application is the import and the export function. Good. So let's say we would like to export everything which we have checked here. So what we do is we go to the menu and then click on export. But wait, before doing this, there is one important thing. If we have a wireless LAN configuration in here, we have to create a distribution package. If I go in here, I see, oh, there has already been a distribution package created earlier today. But to make sure that this settings, maybe I have changed something in between, will be reflected in this package, which I distribute then with my setting package, I click on create. I can select the SSID, which I want to have included, and then I can simply click here on save. And so in this case, I make sure that the latest distribution package has been created. Good. Now let's start and do the export. So export is quite simple. We select it from the menu and then we click on export. And now this is important, as the settings file includes some passwords and SSID, wireless passwords and stuff like this. We need to make sure that the setting package is encrypted. So to do this, we have to provide an encryption password. So I will do this now and use my well-known password for encrypting this. And there is one checkbox here as well, which is checked by default, so that after importing the settings, the target device where we import the settings will be rebooted. And this could be very important because some of the settings, let's say for instance the application launcher, we need to make sure that the device reboots so that we start up after the import and make sure that the application launcher is starting up. Good. So let's click on done. It wants me to confirm that the wireless package which we just created is exported into this distribution package as well. And I click yes because I want to have the wireless settings exported as well. So there is already a file name, but I need to define where to store this. So I will go on to the memory, downloads. I have created already a BHT setting package in here, but this is no problem. I just want to make sure that my latest package will be written there, and it says it already exists. Do we want to overwrite it? And I say yes, I would like to overwrite it. Now the export process is taking place, and all the settings which we have selected are now exported into this setting package. If we look at this package where we stored it, I can simply terminate the BHT setting application and I will start up the file manager, and as I said, internal storage. I usually store this stuff in the download folder, and here it is, the BHT setting package. That's it. Good. Now in the next step, what I will do is I will change the device and take a new device. So I will unplug this device. I have already prepared a device with a setting package, so I don't want to annoy you now with copying the package from the one device to the other device. I simply uploaded it to my PC using the cable and stored it on this device. And that's pretty much everything I did for this device. The device is pretty much out of the box, nothing configured on the device. It's a plain device. even we see here no wireless network configured, so there's nothing there. The only thing which is there, and this is what we can confirm, the file manager, internal storage, download. I have here the BHT setting package, and there is a demo application which I have already installed on this device. Because what we do with BHT setting, and this is what we need to understand, is that we only transfer the settings. If the settings are related to some applications, or if there are some applications which we need to distribute to another device, we have to take care of this on our own. And the demo application is needed then later on if we start up the application launcher. Good. So on the target device, the only thing I have done is I copied the BHT setting package onto the target device. And what I will do now here is I will start up the BHT setting. And I simply click import here, import, internal storage, download. This is where my setting package is. And I have to confirm the file import. I will do this, and now it's asking me for the encryption password. This is the password which we used to encrypt the file when we created the setting package. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, my famous password. Click on done. And now the import is starting, and all the settings which we distributed into the setting package are now imported to the existing device, the target device. So import is succeeded. What will happen now is, as we said, we want to restart the device after the import. So the device is now powering off, and the device is powering on again. And we have to wait for the reboot of the device, which is now happening. And we have to wait a little bit for it until it starts up. And then we will see that the settings we made have been applied. The application launcher settings and configuration, which we have done in the previous tutorial on the other device, is now being moved over to this device, which was coming out of the box. The wireless configuration has been copied over to the device, and now it is starting up. And so the device is ready. Let's see if we can get the remote screen here as well. So I have the device now, and I can unlock the device, and we see we're starting up immediately into the application launcher. So this is what we configured on the other device in the tutorial for the application launcher. Now it's nagging us with a message, and yeah, basically that's it. And we see here, even in the taskbar, the wireless network is configured now. So all the settings which we have done and exported on the origin device have now been imported into the target device. We have seen the message about the SIM card popping up. And here on this device, as well on the other device, I have no SIM card inside. And because we're not using the wireless WAN, we're just using the wireless LAN. And there is one thing in the BHT setting application which we can use to hide this pop-up message. So let's have a look at this. So first, of course, I need to exit the application launcher. The password which we have configured, and then I exit the application launcher. So now on this device I can activate BHT setting here, and to disable the SIM pop-up, I can go in here in the wireless WAN settings and check here the box for disable the SIM pop-ups. So in this case, if I do this, I could have done this on the original device and transfer the setting over here as well, but I haven't recognized that the SIM pop-up message was coming up on the original device. I just recognized it here now. So to make sure that the SIM pop-ups are not appearing, I can configure this here in the wireless WAN settings, for instance. Good. As well, we see the application is locked now. So some functionalities I cannot configure without unlocking the device. If I would like to unlock the device here, I have to enter the password which we configured for the BHT setting on the original device. So this has been copied over here as well, so we have to apply this password here. I will do this. And click login, and we see now the functions are unlocked. Well, basically that's it. So there are some settings here in the BHT setting which I can configure here. I can basically import, export the BHT settings, and that's mainly it. So this is an easy application for backing up settings on one device or for transferring settings from one device to one or many other devices. That's basically it. Quite simple, easy, straightforward. And well, yeah, that's it for now. I hope that this tutorial was helpful for you. So if you have any questions, feel free to leave a comment below and we'll answer as soon as possible. Or send us a message. You can find our contact details in the description below as well. If you want to see more video tutorials from the Denso Tech Academy or other video content from Denso, check out our channel. Or subscribe and hit the notification bell so you don't miss out on new videos. That's it, folks. Thank you very much and bye.